Well, Joseph Battalion struck down the state's same-sex marriage ban, paving the way for gay couples to marry. But those couples won't be racing down to the courthouse anytime soon because that ruling doesn't go into effect until Monday, March 9th. Now, in that ruling, Judge Battalion said that all relevant state officials are ordered to treat same-sex couples the same as different-sex couples in the context of processing a marriage license or determining the rights, protections, obligations, or benefits of marriage. He also stated that the couples that filed the injunction have been in committed relationships for many years. He says those that have resided in Nebraska have not caused damage to society at large or to the institution of marriage. The Attorney General's office quickly filed an appeal with the 8th Circuit Court. The 8th Circuit Court could now decide if Nebraska will become the 38th state to recognize same-sex marriage. Now, the 8th Circuit Court said today that they could quickly issue an injunction or it could take a while, meaning that they could put a hold on the judge's decision until the case can be heard. But the 8th Circuit Court told us that this morning that the earliest that they could hear this case is not until September, but it is likely that Nebraska could roll over into another hearing on May 11th, the same-sex hearing that does include Missouri, South Dakota, and Arkansas. Now, coming up tonight, we will talk about what this all means with a professor from Creighton Law. We'll also hear from the Attorney General and the Governor on this ruling. We'll carry that live for you as well at 1:30. For now, reporting live downtown, Josh Egbert, KMTV Action 3 News.
Okay, thank you, Josh. Well, county clerk offices across the state are getting ready for next week when same-sex couples can apply for marriage licenses. KMTV Action 3 News reporter Rebecca Ray continues our live team coverage from the Douglas County Clerk's office.
And the new forms for a marriage license do not specify bride or groom. Instead, they say applicant 1 and 2. Now, these forms are only available online. County employees say same-sex couples can still fill out the forms here at the clerk's office that say bride and groom if they so choose to do. Now, here at the Douglas County Clerk's office, county employees are fielding questions by phone and in person. The number one question that they're getting is, when can a marriage application be filled out? And although the applications cannot be accepted until next week, same-sex couples can fill out the form now for an application. And this morning it's not overly busy here at the county's clerk's office, but if the ruling stands, it's expected to be a much different atmosphere next week. But even with this ruling, that doesn't change the workers' rights here in Nebraska. And here to talk about that is Drew Heckman with the Human Rights Campaign. Thanks for joining us. So what's next in this fight?
You know, next, I think, first of all, I really want to congratulate the American Civil Liberties Union of Nebraska for all of their hard work on this case. It's been a privilege to meet some of the plaintiffs in their case, and to really see it move forward is a great thing for our state. I think what we really want to impress is that even once marriage happens in Nebraska, you may be able to go to work and marry the person that you love, but then, you know, after putting your partner's picture on your desk, be fired for being a part of the LGBT community. And so in the majority of Nebraska, it's still legal to fire someone for who they are or who they love. So even once marriage happens, that's not a problem that's going to be solved. And so we really want to be working on that in the legislature this session. And
although workers are protected in Omaha, like you said, around the state, that's not the same case.
You're right. There are no statewide protections for LGBT employees.
Okay. Well, we are going to speak more with Drew and bring you that interview coming up later at 4, 5, and 6. For now, we are live at the Douglas County Clerk's office. Rebecca Ray, KMTV Action 3 News.
Okay, thank you, Becky. Well, Governor Pete Ricketts is denouncing the federal judge's decision to strike down the ban. The Republican governor says the issue should be left to Nebraskans and not, quote, an activist judge subverting their will. Ricketts says he will work with Attorney General Doug Peterson, a fellow Republican, to uphold the current constitutional amendment. Both Governor Ricketts and Attorney General Peterson plan to hold a news conference at 1:30 this afternoon. You can watch it live on KMTV.com. And on the other side of the issue, U.S. Congressman Brad Ashford applauds Judge Battalion's decision. In a statement released today, he says, quote, Nebraska took a major stand against inequality in this country. We will continue our team coverage on air and online. Just head to KMTV.com for the very latest.